Everything going... Hopefully everything's going to be better with this one, you guys. It says excellent, so we'll see. Let's bring up a new one of these. All right. We are back, you guys. Is this better, Rachel? Good. Good.
Okay.
All right. Good. I'm glad we're better now. I'm glad the stream is better. I just changed a few settings real quick, and hopefully we won't have any more issues. But yeah, we wanted to chit-chat with everybody for a little bit less than an hour because we are watching the finale of Stranger Things tonight at 7. I know it's an extra long episode, so we're prepared, but we're excited because, obviously, the finale.
Yeah.
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 We're obviously excited for the Stranger Things finale tonight. We wanted to talk about House of the Dragon with you guys, the entire season 1, what you guys thought about it. And also we want to discuss a bit about what's to come with the channel. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, snacks are essential for this one. Yeah, it's going to be a long episode. I think it's about 2.5 hours, if I'm remembering correctly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But apparently it goes by pretty quick, from what I've heard. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
2.5 hours, though.
Elizabethy, hello. How are you? I'm glad that our stream is a little better this time around. Trial and error, you guys. Trial and error.
So, yeah, tonight here in less than an hour, we'll be heading over to watch Stranger Things for the finale live.
On Zoom. Yep.
We hope you all can come join us for that because we also have a movie that we're going to be doing as well. What was that again?
Yes, on Monday, which is Halloween. I know some of you will probably be out doing your Halloween stuff, maybe trick-or-treating, maybe going out to Halloween parties, whatever. But if you're not, if you don't have any plans, you can come watch a scary movie with us because we are watching Prey on Monday. Probably 6 or 7. I'm not sure yet what time. It'll depend on the kids, and because I know the younger ones are going trick-or-treating.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure yet about the time, but it'll probably be 6 or 7, somewhere in there. But we'll let you know for sure. But it'll definitely be Monday evening. So
Yes.
Prey. Prey.
I don't know.
I don't know much about it. I've heard it's good, and I've heard that it's a Predator movie. So it's been many, many, many years since I've seen a Predator movie. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited about Stranger Things tonight. Obviously, get to see the conclusion of the show. I have no idea where it's headed or what's going to happen. If we're going to lose characters, I think that there is going to be emotional parts.
Probably.
So I'm trying to prepare myself, and just in case.
Just in case something happens to one of our favorite characters, it's a very high possibility that something could happen. Obviously, no spoilers in the chat for the last episode of Stranger Things, because we are getting ready to watch it. Let's see. Jake from State Farm, hello. We used to work with the actual Jake from State Farm. The original, not the new one. Let's see, Tatiana, hello. Nice to see ya.
Yes, yes.
Tyler's excited about Prey.
So we have that going on. We just concluded with House of the Dragon.
Yeah, House of the Dragon. I don't know how many of you here have watched it, but obviously it was one of our most popular shows here recently that we've been watching. So I don't want to say too many spoilers just in case any of you have not seen it, but Yeah, amazing.
It's worth it.
It's
It's worth it.
amazing, and I love it. And I cannot wait the 2 years that it's going to be before season 2
Yeah, don't
comes
even
out.
say that. Yeah.
I think they're thinking, I think I saw somewhere like April or something of 2024. I could be wrong about that. Because, no, I'm sorry. That's wrong. The Last of Us was April of 2023, potentially.
Okay.
I could be wrong about that too. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Rachel says predictions, question mark.
Yeah, that's where I don't come in very well. My predictions have been really wrong on some shows, so I don't even want to speculate on this one.
No, I want you to speculate, because your predictions are great.
Really?
I mean, they're hilarious, but they're great.
Well, I've said all along, I feel like Hopper's going to die.
Okay.
I really do. I think that'll be... I think he's going to save the day for 11 somehow, or help, and he's going to succumb. So...
I think it's still funny that, I mean, not funny, but interesting that Joyce and Hopper have no idea what's going on back at home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no idea what happened with Elle, no idea that she was in jail for a short time, no idea that she was taken to what is presumably Area 51. I mean, it seems like it. Seems like the general area of where it would be, but I don't know. Let's see. Elizabeth, have you guys seen The Visit? That movie is creepy AF, even with a PG-13 rating, which is ridiculous. The Visit.
No.
I don't think
I can
so.
say no.
I don't think so. Not that... I mean, I feel like I know what movie you're talking about. I feel like I know, like, I might have seen a preview for it, but I definitely didn't see it. I feel like I remember seeing a preview of, like, kids going to visit their grandparents or something, and their grandparents were crazy or something.
Jake from State Farm said, how about Hellraiser? It's on Hulu.
Hellraiser, like the original Hellraiser, or did they make a new one?
I haven't seen it.
Because I don't know. I honestly have been not online almost. I don't go to Facebook. I don't go to Snapchat. I don't go to any sort of, or Twitter or anything, because I'm so worried about getting spoiled on something. Before it was Hot D, House of the Dragon. I didn't want to risk getting spoiled to anything. Then, and obviously Stranger Things as well was a big one, because it has taken us a little bit longer to finish Stranger Things. So I didn't want to get any spoilers. So I haven't been online to see new trailers, to see anything about anything, honestly. So I'm kind of in the dark about things. So,
which is kind of nice in a way.
It kind of is, because it leaves our minds kind of fully blank when it comes to new shows, when it comes to anything. And we go in with a fresh slate, and I like that. Let's see. Oh, Rachel said Hellraiser, the reimagining, kind of. So it's a reimagining. So it's basically like a redo of the first one, which I can only somewhat remember.
I've never seen. All I know is what he looks like. It's Pinhead, right?
Pinhead, yeah.
Other than that, I don't have a concept of what he can do or what he is.
Like, he's like the main. Like, I think it's been a long time since I've seen Hellraiser, so you gotta cut me some slack if I get this wrong at all. But Hellraiser, I think they're like demons, kind of, that take human forms, but Hellraiser or Pinhead is like the main one, but there's other ones too. Yeah. But yeah, I remember enjoying it. I mean, 80s movies, you know, they can be either really great or really bad, in my opinion. But that one was okay.
Most bad.
A lot of bad movies came out in that decade, but a lot of good movies did
good
too.
Music.
Great music in the 80s. I think the 80s are known for their great music.
Some great music.
Yeah, I agree with that. And a lot of that we get to see in Stranger Things. Love the soundtrack, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
CJ Styles, hello, how are you? Said that we're going to love the last episode. It was my favorite.
Well, see, this whole Stranger Things journey has been actually very nice. I've enjoyed it. I've sat back, watched it, enjoyed it. And I'm wondering, just how spectacular it's going to be. So, I mean, I've heard a lot of people talk good about it. Now, no spoilers, but just say that it was really, really good. So we'll have to see, because sometimes I don't agree with them people all the time.
Even my own daughter, Jenna, who is 15, she's already seen it, and she has been on us ever since, for a couple months now.
Mm-hmm.
When are you going to watch it? When are you going to watch the last episode? When are you going to watch it? Because she wants to talk about it with me, and she doesn't normally get like that, so it must be pretty decent.
Yeah. Some of the things I know that we're going to be getting back to, as far as the channel is concerned, we did wrap up on Hot D, so that opens up things. And Stranger Things, obviously, tonight is going to be ended for us, so hate to see that go, but that means new content. And that opens up a whole new... We had a lot of stuff that we were going through the past couple months, as far as... We
haven't been able to film as much as we normally do, because I'm still kind of dealing with a little bit of illness that kind of hits me out of the blue sometimes, and...
It's been a lot better.
It has been a lot better lately. So, we have been adding stuff back to our schedule now that I'm starting to feel a lot better. So, this coming week is kind of different because of Halloween, and we're doing that special thing on Halloween. So our schedule is going to be a little bit different next week. But starting the following week, Mondays are going to be The Walking Dead until that is done, which we only have like 4 more episodes of,
and
or 4 or 5.
We're committed to that.
Yeah, and we're definitely committed to that. So that will be on Mondays, that we will be watching that live on Zoom. So obviously, if you guys want to come watch with us. Also, then on Tuesdays, we will be starting back up with The Boys, because we have not finished that yet. The Boys is a great show. We love it, and we are excited to get back to that one.
Peaky.
And Peaky. So that's going to be our main...
Peaky Blinders is good. If you have not seen it, I know I've said this to you guys. Go watch it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Blair's just not wrong. It's an amazing...
Blair is rarely wrong when it comes to good shows, and he was definitely right about that show in suggesting that we watch that show.
Yeah. So thanks a lot, Blair. Once again, one of my favorite shows that I get into. It's kind of... That's my underbelly stuff. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's just really good.
Yeah, so starting in a little over a week, we will be watching The Walking Dead, The Boys, and Peaky Blinders. With The Boys and Peaky Blinders, we don't really have that many episodes left to watch. So once those are caught up, we will be finishing out Better Call Saul. So that will be probably in a month or so, to be honest, because we only have 4 episodes, I believe, of Peaky Blinders left. So Better Call Saul.
And I'm excited about that one as well.
Yeah. And then after that, we will start back up on Ozark, which I know you guys have been asking about. I'm not 100% sure if we're going to continue that on YouTube yet or not, or Patreon only, because it's not getting the numbers here on YouTube. I'm not sure why, but it's not. So we'll see.
Great show.
We'll see.
Great show.
It's an amazing show. I love watching it, but I don't know that I want to spend all that much time in editing if it's not getting the numbers. You know, it's kind of like a Vikings situation where I did enjoy the show and I really liked it, but it just wasn't getting the numbers. So we'll see. If enough of you guys want it, I'll definitely bring it back to YouTube 100%. but yeah, and then after that's caught up, after all of that is caught up, which won't take long because we don't have very many episodes left, then we will be starting Westworld. So that's 100% like I'm excited about because
I'm nervous.
it looked
I
like
liked it.
we watched the pilot episode. Yep. It is available on our Patreon, the pilot episode to that, and I loved it. I loved it. So I'm excited about that. And then, of course, one that we know about that's coming is The Last of Us. 100% we're going to be watching that, like, immediately. So keep that on your radar as well.
Yeah, and come join us. I have no idea how that's going to shake out, but it sounds pretty awesome to me.
It's apparently just like the game. I don't know, though. They probably are going to go a number of different directions with it. But I think it's an HBO show, I believe. So
Ooh.
I think it's going to be pretty darn good. And we did watch the teaser trailer. Or I did.
I know.
Steve didn't. I watched the teaser trailer. And I was feeling the feels, man. It looked really good.
Is that the one with the song?
Yeah, the one.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I heard the song. It's kind of a country song, but
yeah.
it was. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't actually watch it, but he was sitting here as I was watching it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it looks really good. So we're definitely 100% going to be watching that. Obviously, if anything else comes out that shows interest or that we think would be really good, we'll start that as well. But that's kind of for the short-term future of the channel. At least the next, like, give or take 4 to 6 months. Probably 4-ish. I don't know. We'll see when The Last of Us comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm not 100% sure on that. Peaky Blinders is one that we've had to put on hold for a while. Moni, I hope I said that right. Moni Lordinoff? Sometimes I get pronunciations like spot on, and then other times it's just horrible, so I apologize. But that was one that we had to put on hold when I got sick, because I was sick for I'm still kind of sick, but it's getting better every day. So we're definitely 100% going to finish Peaky. That's going to be one thing that we start in just over a week again, and we only have 4 episodes left. If you want to see what we've already watched, like the full reactions, those are available on Patreon. I'm not sure how much is actually finished on YouTube or not. I can't remember where I finished off. But those will be back to YouTube as well. Peaky, The Boys, The Walking Dead, obviously. Better Call Saul. Those will all be going to YouTube immediately as soon as we watch them. So yay.
We got New Zealand. We got Joshua Sutton. Hi, Stephen Lacey, New Zealand fan here. Great to catch you live. Yes.
Oh, Joshua's a Kiwi.
Yes. And what do you guys know about Dark from Netflix? Now, I have heard about Dark.
We have heard about Dark. That is a show that our mods have given us kind of mixed reviews about because it's a great show. It's apparently, we haven't watched it, but it is in another language, so it would have to be like a Squid Game sort of thing, because 100%, I will watch subtitles if that's the case. I watched it with Train to Busan, and I loved that movie.
I wished
we would have reacted to that movie.
But we're being honest. I mean, that's one thing that we do that's one thing that we do is if we've seen it, we're not going to rewatch it for the reaction.
I mean,
there's
not for a reaction. We might do it in a watch party, like rewatch it in a watch party or something. But we're not going to film ourselves rewatching something that we've already watched. Yeah. That doesn't make much sense.
Feels like you're going backwards. You run it in place. I mean, watch stuff there's so much out there, guys, that there's no need for that.
Right.
There's just not enough time in the world to watch everything.
No.
But we definitely want to see some of the things that you guys bring up.
Well, hold on. I wasn't finished with my thought.
Sorry.
Now I've lost it. Dang it. Hold on. Give me a second.
Anyway,
That is why we do things that way. And the subtitles, that's where I was. With dark.
Mm-hmm.
I personally, to make the experience as comfortable for me, I preferred the dubbed over versions. And apparently with dark, a lot of the fan base really doesn't like the dubbed over versions.
I wonder how that would work in a reaction video, though. You know
well,
what I mean?
we did it with Squid Game.
They had...
We
yeah,
did
but I thought you were talking about text where we had to read
subtitles.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on that I didn't because they talked in English on.
That's dubbed over. So subtitles is the stuff
Gotcha,
on
follow
right.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dubbed
Follow
over is when they actually speak your language, or dub over their.
My eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Steve be like, "What?"
I'd be looking over here. She'd be looking over here. You'd be like, "God, they're cross-eyed."
Steve would be looking down here because we always have our iPad set up down here where it's closer.
It has our zoom.
And it's zoomed in, so Steve can see the subtitles right here, right in front of us.
Plus,
but I don't. I have my glasses on. See.
Well, the other thing that works for me by doing that, when it gets really dark on some scenes, especially,
it does brighten it up on the iPad.
It does. It does, and I can see it a lot more clear than on the TV that's set for more dark tones.
And we have the lights that are kind of like off to the sides of the TV, and they shine right in our faces. We can see the TV fine, but when it's incredibly dark scenes, sometimes we struggle a little bit with focusing on the TV. Yeah.
Yes. Are you guys going to continue Marvel? I'm glad you asked that, CJ. That's an absolute yes.
Yes. Yes.
The one thing that we found, and Lacey's talked about, is the content they put out. It's just like
it's like a revolving door of content. There's so much of it. That's been a little bit of an issue for me, to be honest, with Marvel. My concern is that all of these shows that have come out are going to connect to the movies in some way. And if I don't have enough time, or if there's so much content, there's no way we'd be able to watch all of it as soon as it comes out because there's so much other stuff.
Well, the big movies, yes.
The movies,
the
yes.
The spin-offs is where we're starting to get into the traction of how much time do we have in a day to
watch all this and to record ourselves watching it.
So a lot of the side stuff, I think that we may have to watch on our own. And I hate to say that. And I'm not saying that's what we're going to do because
it's just depending on the show, I think, because I know I really loved WandaVision. Mm-hmm. I really loved that show. I really liked Loki as well. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I liked it, but it wasn't like the best thing in the world to me.
I liked it.
What else did we watch? I think those were the only 3 shows that we watched. But all the movies, of course, we're going to be watching. We are a little bit behind right now on Thor, the new Thor movie, Love and Thunder, I believe is what it's called. But that's because I've been sick. And when I'm sick, I don't always like to edit because I'm not in any kind of headspace to edit. But I'm feeling better now. So we will be watching Thor soon.
Well, you got to read that.
Jay Webb, thank you so much. Steve, you masculine champion.
You know what? I kind of feel like a champion today. I went to the dentist today, and they was supposed to have a tooth pulled, but the nerve, anyway, the nerve is too far into the sinus
He's
cavity.
going to have to, do something.
So anyway, they numbed me up to do some work. And literally before we came on, I just started to get my lips back. Like, you know how you feel? You feel like you have rubber lips or whatever.
He came home a couple hours ago, and I was like, "Don't forget we're doing that stream today."
I couldn't even feel my face.
And he was like, "Lacey, I can't talk right now." I'm like, "Not right now. Don't worry."
I felt like Matthew McConaughey. I mean, how I was talking, just like
mumbling,
a little bit,
it's all kind of mumbling together.
Yeah. But true story. I was in I'll share it. I was in the dentist chair, and first they cleaned my teeth, and I was all numbed up, and they went to spray water in my mouth, and I thought I was spitting it out. And it came out, and it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing.
I mean, most things that happen at the dentist end up being kind of embarrassing. I mean, you're sitting
No,
there
I've
with
never.
a wide mouth. You're sitting there with things in
I went to
like,
spit it out, and it just went out. Like I couldn't. Like it
well,
was a
you're
lot
numb.
I did.
The dentist, don't be embarrassed.
Well,
about
no, I
that.
laughed. I laughed
Yeah.
because I said I've never freaking done that in my life. Like,
Like it just came out of my mouth.
yeah. She goes, oh, that you know.
They do. They probably deal with that all the time. Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, Marvel does not give us much of a break. They really don't.
It doesn't, and maybe
it's kind of too much, in my opinion.
And maybe that's something we need to talk with our mods and you guys about. You know, where do we go? I love watching the movies, the ones that come out, and I like to be on them when they come out and watch them. Because obviously, huge Marvel fan here. I love it, and there hasn't been a movie other than there's one, but that I didn't enjoy that much. But
one of the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll share that with you later. And
he doesn't want to say it on here because he doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings because it's maybe one of their favorites, and I don't want to do that to
Well,
anyone
we'll talk
today.
about it in Zoom. So if you want to know, you'll have to come over to our Zoom, and we'll get it out of him in there.
But anyway, no, I really do enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, and I just don't know how we're going to do the side stories and be able to keep up because we're really trying to start to push things a little bit like we used to, get back to, getting back to our rhythm. Because it's,
slowly but surely, we don't want to rush into anything, but we want to kind of slowly introduce shows, as my health can stick with it, and I've been feeling really good lately, so I'm excited about getting back to the shows that we need to finish out, which you guys have been waiting so patiently for, and we appreciate that so much, that you guys have been so patient with us, because we still have been able to put out a little bit of content here and there, but nowhere near like what we used to. So we want to get back to that. We want to get back to having more regular content, more of a regular schedule, so you guys know when things are coming out.
So first off, the apology is from us to you that we did go through some health stuff that Lacey had to take care of and still is working on.
Still working on it.
And just be patient, but it is coming. It's getting a lot better. I see day-to-day improvement. And so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm slowly getting back, and as I'm feeling better, and as we're continuing this, you guys are gonna only benefit by getting more and more content. So, let's see what everybody's saying. Jabba the Slut. That's a great name. That's a great name. What do you think about fans being surprised Damon choked Rhaenyra as if they suddenly forgot this is the same guy that groomed a child and murdered his innocent wives?
Good point.
That's the thing with Damon. Like, I get it. I'm not I'm kind of judging him for it just a little bit because I'm a woman, of course, that's not very unacceptable behavior. But I think context means a lot in these situations. And the context behind that is that they're both grieving. And Damon was put in a situation where he realized that his brother never considered him heir to the throne. Never, not once. And that's why he never told him about the Song of Ice and Fire. And I think Rhaenyra realized that too in that moment. That, oh shit.
Well, this is going to be where I kind of tailspin away from what you were saying.
Okay.
Rhaenyra, here's a woman that gave a very graphic birth. And you guys will see the reaction to that. That was...
Steve actually had to get up and walk away for a minute to recoup, and he's actually seen births. He's seen me give birth 4 times. So that must have been apparently not
what I remember.
not what Steve's remembers. Obviously, it can happen, and obviously things can get pretty gross and pretty, you know. But yeah,
But anyway, no, I want to finish my thought.
Okay.
Here's a woman that went through that, found out, her dad passed away. What else? That she's that the Aegon was pronounced the king.
Yep.
All these things being shoved down her throat the same day, and then she ends up getting choked. So yeah, I do have a little bit of a problem with that because number one, you don't do that. I understand.
No, you don't
I
do
understand the times, I guess, but that's not acceptable in my book. And everything that she's going through, I was starting to really respect him, because of the way he did love her. And even though I know it's Game of Thrones and House of Dragon, but I felt he was the one for her, to be there for her. And I feel like in that moment, I don't care who you are, if you're choked like that on a date, that's something that just doesn't go away.
I feel like
she had a serious look on her face.
She had a serious look on her face, but it wasn't because he choked her. I think it was because...
I might have read wrong, but...
I think it was because she was realizing that you don't know. And, like, I think it was a lot of things were playing in right there. And, of course, I'm not justifying him choking her out, because that's never okay. But we have to look at the person that he is. Daemon... Rhaenyra knows Daemon. She knows who he is. She knows that he is not the best person in the world, obviously. I'm not saying that justifies anything like, oh, you should know better. No. I'm going to stop talking now.
I don't know. The horse...
Context is all I'm saying.
His ex-wife sure didn't suffer a good fate either. So there's that. But anyway...
His first wife, he did murder her. Yeah. His second wife, he didn't murder her. But that does have me thinking, was he violent with either one of them? Like, other than the murder, of course that was violent. But, it does raise questions.
And I have to say, he is an interesting character. Nonetheless, very interesting character. One of my favorites to actually watch. Larys, I could give two rat's asses about him. What? I mean, this guy, I didn't really know what was going on at first when that scene happened. I don't want to really say anything in case there's, but
you mean the queen?
The scene, the scene.
Yeah.
The scene.
Yeah, the foot scene. That's all we'll say. There's a foot scene. Just in case any of you guys have not seen it, go watch it. Anyway, Akib Ali. Hello.
Hi, Akib.
When will Stranger Things episode 8 and 9 come out? Well, we are watching episode 9 live tonight on Zoom with you guys, right as soon as we end this live stream here in about 10 minutes or so. Because after we leave here, we're going over to our Zoom and watching the finale of Stranger Things live. Episode 8 will be coming out soon. We can ask Rachel, because Rachel is the editor for Stranger Things.
Yes, Rachel.
She's in the Zoom right now. She edits my Stranger Things for me, because I have so much other stuff that I'm editing right now. It was Hot D, and that's not anymore, but that will be replaced by, what did I say? Oh, The Boys. The Boys. The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead I edit every week. And well, just them two right now, because I've been slowly starting to come back. Not trying to put too much pressure on myself. So those will be coming out very soon. If you want to watch live with us the finale, come join us. Join our Patreon. We will be posting on our Patreon page the Zoom link
It's a page.
for anybody that's in that tier to join. So all you have to do is join that tier, and the link will be right there, and you can join and watch the show with us and watch our reaction to it. I'm sure most of you have seen it by now.
Well, the fun part about it is when we're in there, we get really extensive on the back end of after the shows.
Talking about it.
We get to see different points of views about different situations, or maybe we didn't catch something, or anything. We get really into the
after discussions.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the after discussions because, there's things in the episodes that we're gonna miss sometimes, because sometimes we may be so focused that we're only paying attention to one thing.
I still thought the girls was gonna kill. I'm standing by it. I'm having fun with it. My mind goes to weird places with House of the. Look at what's happened in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and I absolutely love your guys' comments in the comment section about Steve's prediction in that last episode of House of the Dragon. I love it because you guys loved it, and because it was so wrong.
If it's in my brain,
it was so wrong.
I told you, if it's in my brain and I'm feeling it, I'm going to say it.
I want you to let it out because if anything, it's at least entertainment for all of us.
And you know what? I haven't read the books. I know nothing, and everything I came to assume about Game of Thrones, I can't assume anything anymore.
It kind of. And House of the Dragon isn't necessarily following the same sort of blueprint that Game of Thrones did.
I don't know.
Not 100%. Maybe somewhat, but not 100%. Let's see. Nicole. Hey, girl.
Hey,
nice
Nicole.
to see ya.
Hopefully you're feeling better.
Let me see.
Oh, and Jerry, I got to say hi, Jerry.
I love how Nicole says, Lord Laris Tarantino. Exactly. That's what we were calling him. Laris Tarantino.
Steve, let me hear you say Napsneck.
Oh, Napsneck. Oh, when did you say that? You said that during a reaction. We were watching something. I can't remember. And I think it was Game of Thrones. I could be wrong, though. You messed up. You meant to say his neck snapped, and you said napsnacked. Yeah,
that's about right. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that was funny. Secret Agent 57.
Yes.
Hey, I love Hot D. Steve be killing me with his predictions.
They're outlandish.
I love it because it's hilarious.
What if I get one right? That's
and you know what?
That's super crazy.
You know what? With Game of Thrones, with the way it was in the middle there, like red wedding time, and like that is something that would have totally happened in that universe. I feel like. But with everything that was happening in Hot D at the time, it didn't really make much sense, to be honest, but it was great because it was so wrong that it was great.
Somehow it made sense to me.
I mean, I could see it in Game of Thrones. Somebody acting like they're your friend and acting like they're so happy to see you, and then just turn around and be like...
Look at Ratface when he was sitting there, and everything looked like it was, when he got executed.
Yeah, he didn't know it was coming.
Yeah, neither did I.
He thought his plan was working perfectly.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to predict the unpredictable at times, and I'm gonna have fun with it. It's a lot of fun, and your brain can go a million different ways with it.
That is 100% true.
With no context. You know what I mean?
And we don't have the context.
We don't watch the pregame episode, what the hell you call it?
Oh,
the teaser.
The next episode.
Yeah,
like what's to come.
I don't
next
watch
episode.
That.
Yeah, we don't.
I haven't
watch
read
those.
the book, so when I go in complete.
And that is true with The Walking Dead as well, you guys. I know a lot of you guys watch the what's coming up on the next episode at the end of the episode. We never watch that. We always stop it because we don't want to know what's coming in the next episode. We just want to see it when we watch it, you know? Because that just, sometimes it just puts too many ideas in your head, and most of the time them teasers, they either give too much or totally steer you in a totally different direction. So
And I don't need that.
I'd rather not. I'd just
Yeah.
rather not.
Yep.
Yes, Rachel, Steve did
No,
cry.
I didn't. That was leaf dust.
He did cry in that last episode, and I zoomed in on it because I have to prove that you do have emotions.
No, that's leaf. I was out doing leaves.
Let's see. Not the Cool Whip. I gotta say it like Stewie.
Let's
Cool
answer
Whip.
this. Hello, people.
If you had to be married to anyone in Hot D, who would it be? Both of you. Okay? Who would we... Burgles, it's not winning when you type the same thing 16 times in a row. Anyway, proof that Steve has a heart. He would probably like to say that about me, because I don't, I mean, I feel like I cry all the time and shit, but apparently I don't. Okay, who would we marry?
Yeah, and then we got some other people here.
That's a really difficult question for me, personally, because I wouldn't marry a single one of them, because they're all freaking messed up. Maybe Viserys, because he was actually a decent human being, even though he had leprosy and was falling apart.
I don't know, man. Like, the Queen is kind of...
Rhaenys is pretty awesome. I'd probably marry her.
No, I'm talking about the Queen right now.
Oh, Rhaenyra? No, Rhaenys, 100%. Rhaenyra is pretty awesome, too, but Rhaenys...
I'm talking about the standing Queen.
Oh, Alicent.
Yeah. I didn't want to say Alicent.
Alicent. I don't think I would want to marry any of these men. I'd probably have to switch over to the other team if I was joining Hot D. I'd probably have to go after Rhaenys, because she is hot for an older lady, and she has the best, like, she's smart, I love her character, Rhaenys. I really do love her character. Or Corlys, because he seems like a pretty good husband to his wife. He seems like a pretty good husband. Now, any of the other guys, as far as husband material, I really don't. I don't know.
Up above, there was one from...
Nicole's been waiting.
I think it was... finger past...
I'm trying to scroll up. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to miss...
I think it was, Juan Ramos. Lisa, Steve, how y'all doing? Okay, I saw him put something up there.
Hi, Juan.
Hey, Juan, how you doing?
Nice to see ya. Hope to see as many of you guys as possible tonight. We want as many of you guys to come join us for Stranger Things, the finale. I know it's 2.5 hours. If you can't stay the whole time, that's okay.
Stop and say hi.
Stop in and say hi.
Stop in on another night, too. I mean, if you don't... It's going to be getting colder and whatnot, and if you don't have something going on, we usually have something where we talk about shows, if you're into that, or you want to talk about...
movies, shows, games. Like, we're always doing something most nights. Now, since I've been sick, there has been, like, it's usually about half the week that we're doing something, and then the other half we're kind of just, not. But... Mondays and Tuesdays we're almost always on Zoom. Wednesdays we're usually not, because that's kind of an editing day for me. Thursday we're usually in Zoom. And then usually one day during the weekend, like today, for instance. So we're in there quite a bit. And
there's often times that we'll end up getting a game online that we all play or
we
whatever.
Oftentimes game together. Yeah.
And to be honest with you, there's so many of them that we've tried out. There's been Ghost Hunter. There's been...
we played Phasmophobia, which is fun.
Mm-hmm.
We play Among Us, of course. What's that other one? My mind is drawing a blank. I'm sure you guys that play all the time will put them in the comments. But we do play pretty frequently. Mr. Burgles, my mods are going to kick you out if you keep it up. I'm just telling you. Just warning you. My mods don't put up with it for very long. Okay. Shad Medina, how many lows could Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob Lowe's?
Oh, no,
It's a tongue twister. How
we-
many lows could Rob Lowe rob if Rob Lowe could rob Lowe's? I did it.
I couldn't do it.
I did it. Anyway, I'm sorry I'm struggling with seeing so many of your comments because of Mr. Burgles over here. Knock it off, please.
We have roll up just a little bit past hi from Greece, from Sparta.
Oh.
How do you say that name?
Oh.
Sharik.
Shericlea?
Shericlea?
Shericlea, maybe? Did I say
Shericlea?
that even close to right? Then it's a win in my book. But yes, hello in Greece. That's awesome.
I wonder if the C is
Maybe it's
silent.
Chariclea. Yeah, it could be Chariclea.
or Harclea. Well, with the C being silent, maybe. I don't know.
I've never seen a silent C in front of an H.
I have a silent T.
Yeah, but that's not as common. It could. Let us know. Let us know. When is Steve going to play GTA?
Man, Juan, I have beat that game up.
Yeah, especially towards the beginning when my sickness was first coming on. And I couldn't really do much other than just kind of lay around and game most of the days. We played a lot of GTA. I mean, every day we played GTA. I think we both kind of got burnt out on it because we were playing so much of it. And
Yeah.
we've kind of moved on to different games now that we don't play as much, but we play maybe a couple hours a day or so. But yeah, GTA will definitely come back around to it.
Oh, yeah.
I know that GTA 6 has been announced
Mm-hmm.
and that it is coming out but a couple years probably. It's going to be a while. But yeah, we'll probably make our way back to GTA as soon as it's kind of like we go through phases with games.
This is true.
Definitely.
Right now I'm in Axis and Allies World Domination.
Steve likes to play Axis and Allies, and I've been playing Scum lately. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. It's amazing.
Oh,
I
my.
love it. It's so amazing. Scum, play it. It's awesome. If you like survival horror games, which I do.
It is quite a bit like The Walking Dead.
They literally have the same prison on the map.
That's what you said.
Yep, it's the literal blueprint of the same exact prison. It's pretty awesome. Let's
Lionel
see.
Strong was
Oh,
a
we
good
got to
guy.
get going here.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we've been talking.
Well, I mean...
All right, well, we are going to get going, you guys, because we do need to go over to Zoom. Shane, thank you so much.
Shane.
I'm glad I saw that before we took off. Hey, guys, just on my third time working through your Walking Dead reactions. 3 times? Can't wait to start your Stranger Things reactions. And it's Stephen Lacey. Big love from the UK.
Yes!
Shane. You are wrong, Shane.
Shane is a good
Lacey
man.
It's Lacey and Steve.
It sounds phonetically better. Stephen Lacey.
Maybe. We've been having...
You know I always put you first
listen,
in life, but...
We've been having this argument for so long, literally since we started the channel, so 3 years, over 3 years now. I can't even remember why I was so hell-bent on having my name first. I think it's because I do all the, I do the editing and I do all the shit for it.
It's because everybody put that in your mind, but, yeah, she does do all that.
I don't really care anymore. It's not even that big of a deal to me anymore. But it is Lacey and Steve. We'll just, yeah. It was because of the shout-outs? Yeah, probably. There you go, Tatiana. Alphabetical order. That's
Tatiana.
It's alphabetical. You can't argue with that. Anyway, we are going to get going, you guys. We're going to leave you guys here, but we are going straight over to the Zoom, which will be posted on our Patreon page. So come join us. Come watch the season finale of
Yeah.
Stranger Things.
We'd love to see you. We'd love to talk to you, get to know you. Like I said, we are who we are right here.
It's just the same in Zoom.
And off camera, we're the same way. And most of these
guys can tell you that.
It's we like good friends, good people. So come on over, come join us. We'd love to have you as part of our family. So come on over, watch some Stranger Things with us. We got a lot of good content coming out, and yeah, let's just have fun.
Yeah.
It's a better world when we all do it together and have fun.
Just watch TV with friends.
Yep.
Right. But
I love our friends. I've literally.
I don't know where we'd be.
Yeah.
I don't know where either one of us would be today without our group of friends in Zooms, our mod team. They're all so amazing. We've all grown so close to each other.
It's become more of a family than it has became a
and any of you are welcome to join our family.
Yes.
Come join us. Come chit chat. If you have any questions, if you just want to get to know us, if you want us to get to know you, come join us. Come watch some TV with us. Watch Stranger Things. Afterwards, we're going to be talking. We're going to be having fun.
And it's a creep-free zone.
It's a creep-free. We try our best to make it a creep-free zone. We try our best. We've had some issues, but we've overcame them, and But anyway, we cannot wait. We hope to see all of you guys there. Come join us. Come watch Stranger Things with us, and we love you. We appreciate every single one of you, and we hope you guys all have an amazing and awesome day.
Hope amazing happens to you, and we'll see you in just a little bit. Peace out.